Hi, this is Mike from thesubstream.com with an episode of Watch This Instead for the week ending Friday the 20th of March, 2009. And I want to talk about the apocalypse. Because the world is going to end pretty soon. I mean, we had a good run for a while, but we were rude to the earth. Probably we're all going to die soon. It's scary. Don't know what to do about it. Let's watch a movie about it. They'll help you learn your feelings so that when you take your daughter and say, Susan, we're all gonna die on Wednesday. Let's have a big hug. I will see you in space. I want to talk about a movie called Knowing, directed by Alex Proyas, starring Nicolas Cage. Neither the story nor the plot really resolves in any kind of comprehensible or emotionally satisfying way whatsoever. So, in deference to the cultural ascendancy of tagging, I'm just going to list some of the things that this movie is about. Aliens, alcohol abuse, randomness, terrorism, precocious children, magic rocks, deafness, the Garden of Eden, determinism, levitating, Armageddon, astrophysics, when a dad and a son hug. The movie is a really confusing, jumble, mishmash of dumb ideas with a lot of not very good acting thrown on top of it. What Proyas' film does is take this incredibly simple, incredibly common sci-fi trope, which is the dude that discovers the ancient prophecy that foretells doom and gloom, and he tries to use it to talk about all these incredibly grand themes like God and the nature of existence and the afterlife and the end of the world and the beginning of the world, except it does it in a completely incomprehensible, ham-fisted way that's full of just like implications and suggestions, and it's not profound, it's annoying as shit because none of it's resolved. The whole movie kind of just implies, and this is going to spoil it, there's this stuff happening with this prophecy, but maybe we're not talking about a prophecy, maybe we're talking about Jesus. Thankfully, on the positive side, Proyas is still a really good stylist, so there's a handful of really good scenes, and the effects are used sparingly, but when they are used, they're spectacularly well done. Proyas shot, I think, with a Red 1 digital camera, which allowed him to do all kinds of cool stuff with the effects shots in this film. So it's almost worth seeing just for those, if the rest of it wasn't so bad. But thankfully, there exists a film in the world that has all of the good stuff about Proyas' film without any of the bad stuff. And it's called Dark City, and he made it in 1998, and it's absolute, almost pretty close to a masterpiece, certainly one of the most underappreciated films of the past couple of decades. Like Knowing, it uses these common sci-fi tropes, twists them a little bit, and uses them to explore questions about the nature of humanity and human behavior and the soul and stuff like that. Except it's about a gabillion times more subtle than Knowing, and it doesn't have Nicolas Cage irritating the shit out of everyone all across it. And because Dark City, unlike Knowing, takes place in a weird kind of noir quasi-Earth, Proyas' incredible visual style isn't unhindered the way it is with the kind of realist thing that he has to do with Nicolas Cage being an alcoholic single dad on regular Earth. Instead of seeing Knowing, go to the video store and rent Dark City. You won't regret it. I'll see you next week.